This is a video about the new Homixide Gang album. Ooh, so wow, this album was a pleasant surprise. Nobody was expecting this, really. I'd heard that a snippet was going to release. I didn't know that they were going to release a whole album, especially only 4 or 5 months out from their debut album, Homixide Lifestyle. But, you know, I was really excited for this when I heard it was releasing. And then when it came out 2 days ago on Thursday, that's the other thing. It released at it didn't release at midnight. It came out on a Thursday. Really strange. But I like this. This is 30 minutes. Feels like a mixtape, but it's an album. I looked it up. And a lot of these songs are really good songs. It doesn't really have any misses, I would say, you know, for what kind of underground Homixide is, you know. And, you know, from their track record so far, they're doing really good as a duo with their debut mixtape having really good bangers like 500, 55 Lifestyle, right? And their debut album, which I thought was a 9 out of 10. That album was pretty great. And then flowing into this, which I think, when I was listening to it a couple times, I felt like this wasn't that good. But there was never a song where I felt like I was listening to Speed and Bullet to Heaven by Kid Cudi or anything. It all felt like good music to me, at least. It all felt like it fit within that rage niche that, you know, they've fallen into. And I think this is, you know, a good way for the Opium label to go, because Destroy Lonely is releasing another album next week. So it's like, it looks like Opium's gearing up for something big. So I'm excited to see where that's going to go. But just in terms of this album itself, I can say this was well put together. A lot of the beats on here were really good. Like the intro, ADHD, which was a single from a couple weeks ago. I didn't listen to the single. I forgot about it. But I listened to this album. I thought it was really good. That is a very good way to open the album. Now the song Homixide Language, not too fond of that. That's not going to be in my rotation anytime soon. Then you have the song, I don't know, how do you pronounce that? Fire? 5 exclamation point RE. Not even gonna ask, really. You know, that was good. Okay, track 3 is always the best. A lot of time. That Hell Shell, Homixide High. And then you have some really interesting songs, like the song TNT, which is produced by TNT, which I thought was funny. And that's why they call the song TNT. And then the song Can, I guess it's called Can. I loved that song. That was a really good song. It got me really hyped when it had the Molly Raw tag. And just going through these songs, I was, you know, track 7 or 8. I'm like, okay. Homixide Gang is going to be, you know, an artist that's really going to solidify themselves, you know. And then I hear Uzi work. I'm going crazy. That song was absolutely insane. I had been wanting to listen to that in high quality for a very long time, ever since I heard the snippet that I guess is supposed to be on Lifestyle. That was very, very pleasant to hear. And then To The Face, it's pretty good. But, you know, when I was talking about this album to people I know that listen to music, you know, I only have 2 words: block work. That song is insane. That intro, that yeah. That song really makes the whole album for me. I mean, honestly. And then the outro, Flights Booked, they kind of went softer a little bit. They kind of went, it's kind of a good way to end it, kind of like how Yeet did it. I think the outro on Afterlife is, you know, people need to take notes of that. That was the perfect way to end that album after, you know, the train wreck, not in a bad way, but the train wreck that album was, to end it with that melodic, heart-wrenching, you know, guitar drum outro, you know. And they kind of did that same thing with Flights Booked 2 months later. But listen to this album. It's good. I can appreciate the music, but I just don't feel like this is going to have a lasting impact. It felt like this was kind of not made with a lot of passion. It's definitely, I'm going to listen to it a lot more, probably, just to get a better feel of it. But you know, right now I'm gonna say this isn't as good as Homicide Lifestyle. Definitely, we'll see if they're what Homicide's gonna do in the future. I like the artistic direction. The album cover was something that I thought was really interesting. Why they decided to have what looks like it'd be a rock album cover. You know, maybe one day Opium's just gonna be a rock label and they're not even gonna do rap anymore. That'd be very interesting to see. You know, 5 years from now, if that could happen. But yeah, I'm gonna say this album is an 8 out of 10, definitely. I mean, because that makes sense to me, because that's the same rating that I gave Love Is Rage 2 an 8. I gave Playboy Cardi Self-Titled an 8. So that's kind of how I think of things. If this is on the same level as that, then it's an 8, you know? So I think this is really just going to be a 8 out of 10. The best song is 100% Blockwork. That is unmatched. Yeah, that's really all I have to say about it. I'm going to keep it in my rotation, but it's probably not going to be something that leaves an impact with me like a No Stylist did. I'm excited to see where this is going to take Opium and Homicide Gang in the future.